Alright, what's up guys? So, this is the last video that I'm recording for today. This is going to be a lot longer of an episode. Sorry about last week when the episode was barely 2.5 minutes long. Sorry about that. But, so this is, I'm trying to think, but I believe this is the only paranormal experience that I've ever had on FaceTime, ever. So the whole group was together. Got everybody together, all our friends and stuff. We're gonna have a fun night. No, not on FaceTime, but Skype, because this is before group FaceTime. So we're all having fun and all that stuff. We were playing, I think it was Never Have I Ever, or something like that. It was either that or Truth or Dare. But I believe it was Never Have I Ever. Which, if you never played that game, basically, you put your hand up like this, and basically you say things that you have never done, but if someone else has done, you have to put one finger. And once you are like this, you're out. So you lose. So we were playing that, and then after that we were just talking, and all of a sudden on I think it was Carly's screen, on the Carly's screen, this behind her, this shadow just passed by. I immediately noticed. I was like, Carly? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, is anybody else in the house with you? Because when people were going back home, their families and all that stuff, everybody was at home with their families. No one was at their house with all the roommates, Carly and Jamie, significant other and all that stuff, and Marie and all that stuff. There wasn't that there. Everybody was at home. I was like, is anybody home right now? And she's like, no, why? And I was like, so I don't know if you want to hear this when I say this, but a shadow just went right behind you. And she was like, you're not playing a joke on me? I'm like, no. So she looks everywhere, there is nothing. So when she sits back down, now everybody's paying attention to her screen now. So not even a minute later, it happens again. Another shadow just goes by. And now everybody's seen it. And they're like, whoa. Are you sure no one's in your house? And she's like, no, why? She turns around, doesn't see anything. And so she looks everywhere again. There's nothing. So we're all wondering, like, what the hell is going on? Is it like something with the screen? Is it something with Skype? Is it a shadow person? Is it a ghost? What is it? So first we're like, okay, how would we restart? Alright, how about, okay, move this way. So basically what I wanted her to do is I wanted her to try and recreate it herself. Because it was done in a way like if you pass by a light, you will see your shadow. It was like that. It wasn't this like, oh, it was dark, and from her screen you saw the shadow. No. She had a light on, and that was it. Excuse me. But so she tried to recreate it herself. And when she actually walked past the light, it looked exactly like it. So it was a person. So, but it couldn't have been a person because she was in her room, which is on the second floor. And there is no like balcony, there is none of that. It is just a window and you go straight down. This isn't the Lost Boys where you can fly up. But so she sits back down again. We try and restart the Skype, all of that. We restart everything. We try and recreate it. We know one thing, that it was a person, or what looked like a person. The shape looked like a person. She sits back down. We're all talking. And then this time what I told her is that I texted her this. I said, when you sit down, with your peripheral vision, try and see if you can see something. If it happens again, maybe you can see it and figure out what it is. So she's sitting there, and then it happens again, and she sees it now. The first 2 times she did not see it at all. This time she definitely saw it. So she immediately turns around, and she still can't figure out what the hell it is. And where her window is, it can't be from a house across the street or the one over, because basically her window is by in a way where it basically is not going to lead shadows on us. That I've Skyped with her many times, FaceTime with her many times, never seen that before in my entire life, ever. And she sees it now. So she's getting scared. Obviously, she was scared the other times, but she's definitely scared now. She's looking everywhere, and while she's looking for it, she leaves the room. All of a sudden, we see it again. We see it, and now she's not on the thing. So we're like, what the hell is going on? So after that, she comes in. We tell her that we just saw it, and she's like, what do you mean? It's like, we just saw it when you left the room. About 15 seconds after you left, we saw the shadow again. And I said, okay, what if... I said, this is kind of reaching here, but what if it's from a different room? What if, like, the reflection, I don't know. Maybe with the door closing, maybe it'll lead like a reflection. Because I immediately think ghosts, but I know normal people will think not, so I like to try my best to try and be like ghost hunters and try and debunk it. So she tries everything. She tries that, and you can only get the reflection in her room. You can only get the shadow from her room. She tried next to the door. She turned her computer in a way that it was, you could see if when she passed, and it didn't look like it. She tried everything that she could. Nothing. So she sits back down. This time she's looking. Like, she is looking. And it happens again. So by this time, Jamie and all of them, they only live like 5 minutes apart. So they go over. So Carly and I are just talking, and I'm like, can you think of anything that looks like? She's like, I don't know. If it's not a reflection off of something, if it's not from an outside source, it has to be inside, and I don't know what the hell it would be inside. So now we're like, what the hell is going on? So they all come over, and they're trying everything. They're trying to do everything. We're going on full ghost hunters mode. We're trying to find anything that it could be, but we can't find it. We can't find anything. So they all sit there. We decided to just do it. We try to figure out if it will happen one last time with everybody in the room. So we do that, and it happens again with everybody in the room. And this time, I think it was Marie. Marie was looking straight at the thing when it happened, and she says, I don't know how it's possible, but I feel like the shadow is just happening in this room. Because this is winter break. It's cold. You're gonna have the windows wide shut. She has curtains over the windows, blackened curtains to darken the room. So Marie says that it definitely came from It definitely came from this room. So after that, they're trying to find everything, and they couldn't find anything. It didn't happen again after that. She said that after that, it probably in the next 5 things, it happened maybe one time, but that time it probably happened 5-6 times that night. Really weird. I'm gonna try and think of any other times. I'm gonna probably ask if anybody's ever had an experience on FaceTime or Skype, or with the whole group, or something like that, and then I will tell that story. So this episode 10, either next week or the week after that, will be the last episode of this season, and we'll go on from there for the recaps and then what to expect in season 3, and then start the season. So make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.